So you want to know who the best general of the Second World War is?
Is 7D gonna do it? He's only one tile away from the biggest encirclement of the tournament so far. There it is! Huge encirclement! Two tanks take another 4! It's a disaster! What is happening in the middle here?
99 out of 100 he would win, he said. 99 out of 100, he said. Oh, will he get the game-winning tournament on 8 tanks? There it is, there it is.
Oh, Soviet tanks have now been encircled as well.
And he cannot save a British tank from Ninjago. 2 tanks just snapped.
I suppose just spell your channel points on me and it's just easy channel points.
Ow! Oh my god, that encirclement. Look at this, Tommy! Look at it! It's completely falling apart. Yeah, the Soviets are going to close that. And we have a pocket now in East Prussia and Lithuania. This is looking really poorly. If Grisha keeps this up, where does he end? He's going to be in Moscow by Christmas. I think that the skill level of the players that I've witnessed was just amazing. ESPORTS!
I'm Griffin Johnson, the Armchair Historian, and I welcome you to the Hearts of Iron 4 International.
Another day of the HOI4 International. Whatever, let's take a look at the card. And here we see the player card of today's first matchup. We have 7D, the Scottish Menace. 3,000 hours HOI4, undefeated still. He is the Khabib of HOI4, and he's the tournament favorite. God damn. On the other side, we have Dankus, what the fuck is the saying here? The happy tank man. I'm getting told for this shit. We have the Zoomer King. I call him the King of Zoomers. Gentlemen, say hello to my co-caster for the semi-finals today. The beautiful, with the most amazing hoodie ever. A dear friend. I love that guy. Here is Fabianovic.
Hello everyone. I'm happy to be back actually. I had fun yesterday.
What's so interesting is that me and Fabian just both received news that apparently, we don't know if this is proven, but it would make sense. 7D is practicing by playing 2 players at once. So his brain is on a level above just mere 101s.
You always get more effective at training the more you go on, and there's always going to be those people and those teams, well, for me in team games, the kind of people that always strive for something new, something better. Right now, 7D seems to be that guy in Hearts of Iron. I mean, who else has gone up 1 versus 2 just to practice himself and become a better player on his own?
It's actually a crazy idea by him. 7D, is it the 2, the number, or is it the Falcon for you?
I love the Eagle.
Everyone took Eagle, and everyone was always right so far. Let's see if 7D is right once again. And he is! Is he really the god that we think he is? It seems like 7D. You can choose your nation.
I think we're bad at point tossing.
7D, what nation do we choose first, brother?
I'd like Germany.
So it shall be done. I'm returning. And let's not stand on ceremony here. We are going into game number 1. And we're right in the game, ladies and gentlemen. A little push here, but Dank is already ready. He knows what's coming. But it looks like this game is going down right now in the center where Dankus focused all his tanks, and he's already snaking hard.
He's going hard for it, but if you look at 7D's tanks in Eastern Prussia, he's still got some in reserve here. So Dankus is already...
Oh, he saved these 2.
And that was a close one. He almost got himself surrounded. The little conversations that I had with Dankus before the game was that he felt like 7D was playing the game a little bit too slow. And I mean, Dankus is definitely taking that to heart because he just overran some infantry.
Yeah, and he just got circled in the north here. I was just about to say, we see Germany pushing the north to counter the center push, and it might need to 2 dead tanks and 3 dead infantry for Dankus already. And as we speak of that, another 2 tanks are gone in the center.
So looking bad for Dankus already. I mean, he went really aggressive, really hard, but it seems like the tanks that 7D kept in reserve just pretty much saved the entire push. Definitely, if you look at it, he's already been pushed back to the border that where they started in eastern Poland. He's actually lost Brest-Litovsk back, so it's actually 7D. He stopped the push, and now he's counter pushing.
Yes, we see a beautiful counter push here now in the middle, but with 7D we know he challenges you everywhere. As Dankus defends the center, stuff is happening north. The bubbles look more red here. German tanks are actually pushing into Grodno slowly. The Lvov pincer movement is starting to happen. We see beautiful moves here. The bubbles turning red instantly. 4 infantry down in Lvov, and here comes the big Lvov encirclement try by 7D. We see a retreat by Dankus. He's panicking out. Hopefully he can save a lot of divisions here. These 4 are not going to be saved. in the south. Four Russian tanks taken against Dankus. I don't understand. There's no German tanks involved. How are your 4 German tanks getting encircled by infantry in the south? Big mistake. Now in the middle, even over 10 infantry taken. Dankus seems to be falling apart on...
Well, he did the Dankus special, and that's snaking into territory without the infantry support, and it's pretty clear. If he gets 4 tank divisions surrounded without even having any German tank divisions around, well, something's going wrong.
Another infantry encirclement in the north for the Germany player, and this is looking grim now in the center for Dankus.
Definitely, he's close the pocket in the marshes, and that's not looking good at all for Dankus. Looking at how far into the game we are, we've played for a total of 62 days, and Dankus has already lost 23 infantry divisions and 4 tank divisions to 70's 3 infantry divisions. 70 just showing his class. His tank micro is out of this world. He sees your weaknesses, he sees openings, and he exploits them. Very impressive plays here so far in game number 1 by 70 on Germany. It seems just so hard to come back from first losses, and that might be a game-winning encirclement in Pinsk here. Oh, that definitely looks like it.
And
I mean,
GG.
That was a fast game from 70. He definitely shows why people are looking at him as the favorite for this game. I just hope for Dankus' sake that he can come back in the match number 2 and actually show off some decent level of skills, because what we were seeing from him right now, I wouldn't say that it's very impressive.
What a statement by 7D here. Jesus Lord Almighty. And we are going into the first of the legendary commercial breaks. Gentlemen, turn down the music and be hyped for these commercials. Today I want to watch them too, because they're apparently kind of crazy. See you in a second, boys.
True alpha males be true alpha males.
This ad is sponsored by
Mali Kochen mit Liebe,
the best source of alpha male food, made by Madeline and Lisa Kay.
Let's do that. Let's do that. We're just...
This beta male started to eat our meals. This is him now. Every meal is special, and sometimes there is a little surprise in it.
There's very many white stuff.
Questions?
Will I poop it out? Is it gonna fuck me?
Yes, we guarantee 100% massive poop attacks.
Ah. Oh, there's a big poop attack coming. Oh my god, that's a huge poop attack. That is so big. Guys, maybe 10 minutes. I'm sorry, we have to take a break here. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Try out now.
Gentlemen, Fabian, we're going into game number 2 of the series. If Dankus doesn't come up with any solution to what just happened in game number 1, this might be a very quick series, and 70 might still be undefeated and just go to the final like it's an easy breezy task.
I mean, it's not looking good for Dankus, that's for sure. I mean, he's been claiming that he's been beating 70 in practice, and I don't know, maybe if he has double the amount of tanks that 70 does, then he might stand a chance, but...
Any final words before we go into game number 2, Fabian?
Oh, I wish Dankus all the good luck that he needs, because, well, it's clear that he needs more than luck to win this game.
Very true, and we're gonna switch scenes. We are in our game number 2. The loser Dankus chose Germany. We have switched sides, and if 70 wins this one in the same fashion as the game 1, we're gonna have a quick day here today, boys. And there it starts. Very interesting opener by Dankus already in Lvov.
He's going through the mountains. If that's the plan, I would go for it. Hard to say. Hopefully Dankus knows better what he's doing than I do. He has a lot of green bubbles, but going to the mountains is a questionable decision. 7D is pushing him back in the north of Poland.
Yes.
He's lost quite a lot of tiles already, and seeing as he only has, well, 2 tank divisions up there, I would be surprised if we don't see quite a lot of encirclements already around the front and the north. Well, I think Dankus is getting close on the level pocket himself, and he created himself an impossible situation to get out of. 7D just stopped that entire encirclement, and we're already looking at a 6 tank loss for Dankus, as well as a 12 or 13 infantry divisions lost.
I feel sick looking at that, and this looks like a devastating loss for Dankus already. He's getting destroyed in the north, and he used his offering as the solution against 7D, and it is completely getting destroyed right now. We're gonna see huge kills.
Those are big numbers. I mean, he went aggressive, but 7D just went aggressive around him. He had hidden some tanks around in the south around Bessarabia, and then he just cut off the pocket himself. I don't know what to say about 7D, but it seems to be tactical decision making on a completely different level from what we've seen from the other contestants so far. It's just he thinks in all different directions, and he has a reserve plan and a savior plan for almost every situation. Exactly. There hasn't been one time yet where I see 7D being outsmarted.
And now we see an unbelievable tank push by Russia. Overruns are happening. This is a devastating push of Russian tanks. We see overrun after overrun. This is merciless. We see Dankus retreat all his tanks now into Budapest. He's gonna try his final stand here. Oh, jeez Louise. This 7D guy, I legit mean this chat. This is scary. This guy is legit scary.
He doesn't take prisoners. He just doesn't show any mercy. I mean, we're looking at this. How far into the game are we? 8 minutes, 9 minutes, and the losses that Dankus has taken. He's lost almost half of his infantry. He's 5 infantry divisions from losing half of it. He's lost 33% of his tank divisions, while at the same time, 7D has lost 2 infantry divisions.
At least he lost one in the last minutes.
I just wonder what I could see Dankus doing here. What is the answer for Dankus? He's losing another 2 tanks now in the mountains of Saluzia. Exactly. Do you see a way out for him here, Tommy?
I first of all need to see a way out of this possible encirclement that's going to happen any second now. He gets it out. I'm not playing this tournament. I didn't play this mod at all. It seems to me just like if you are being overwhelmed, if someone is stronger than you, you have to come up with an all-in tactic, no matter how risky it is.
He has a massive encirclement down in Galatia. And we have another one in the north with 3 tank divisions. Here. We have another small one around Kozice. There's just encirclement after encirclement going on here.
He saves the 3 tanks, but it just is looking dire. But he keeps trying.
I don't know if you've noticed, Tommy, but Dankus doesn't have enough infantry anymore to have 1 infantry unit on each tile.
Yes. So in the long run, if 7D just takes this slow and steady, he is just going to keep encircling until there is nothing left.
Imagine that. We're looking at we're, what, 18 minutes into the game? 17 minutes something into the game? And 7D has just taken it all.
How is he doing it? I'm going to ask him the interview, but he's just going to, I'm just better, they're all noobs. I would like to get serious answers out of this guy. And here comes the final push by Dankus. 3 tanks going through, looking to get to Moscow, going into Warsaw, looking for the biggest encirclement of the tournament. Oh! Oh! There's no Russian tanks so far to counter this.
Well, unfortunately for Dankus, Munich and Berlin are taken.
Dankus got an island. He's trying his final move here. Russia could open this, but at, I think, the 27th of November, this game is officially going to get called for 7D, who took Berlin and Munich. That is the rules. That is completely fair. He deserves that win. I don't want anyone to complain here. Dankus had all opportunities to do this. Actually, Russia is not encircled. If you look at this right here, this kind of weird thingy for Budapest, there is a convoy line. Actually, Dankus is encircled here in the east, and the game has officially been called by Dankus Mimikos. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the first finalist of the HOI4 International just 1 hour into the stream, even less. Blitzkrieg Bob 7D takes the series here against Dankus Mimikos.
As much as crap as people talked about Mumiago being 2-0'd by 7D and how one-sided that game was going to be, I mean, I look at 7D against Dankus, who again is one of the other people that people were looking to win this tournament. I mean, can you say that this was any less one-sided than the Mumiago game?
Jeez, but it has to be hard. We cannot talk shit about Dankus here. You have to overcome probably one of the greatest, if not the greatest one-on-one player in the world, 7D here, and it's hard. Oof.
He tried his best, but his best was not good enough. I mean, Dankus ends up in a 3rd, 4th place, and that in itself is a good and impressive result. Just wasn't good enough to take it the entire way this time.
Jesus Christ, it's a great achievement. Dankus, how do you feel at the moment?
Well, it was unlucky. Obviously, I do think 7D is the better player in the 1v1 mod. Definitely. Everything, like, he has the right mindset behind every move he does. Every click he does has some kind of a thought behind it. I didn't expect him to expect me to go to the center. Basically, he was prepared for my first round move, and the second round, I didn't really have much of a good play. I don't think I executed the Labao encirclement that well at all, and I never even got it.
I understand, Dankus. You have nothing to be ashamed of. You got very far in this tournament. You did a great job, man. I actually thought you would not even make the final 8, but you did. And you're going home with a good chunk of money, man. We're all very proud of you. Don't listen to any haters. They haven't reached this level. The only one that can talk shit about you is 7D now. He has these rights. Thank you very much for being part of this. Dankus, what are your final words to your fans and viewers, brother?
Oh, man.
Very well. Gentlemen, we're now coming into the interview with this unbeaten force of nature, with Godzilla himself. 7D, when I see you play, I'm impressed. The co-casters are impressed, and I truly wonder, I played this game so long, what do you think is the answer why you are just ahead of your enemies all the time? Why are you better than them? Your answer is often they're just noobs, but there has to be something that you do that just makes you different.
Honestly, I don't really have the answer to that.
That actually sounds like you're born with it. You just have the talent. Would you agree with that?
I mean, I don't think exactly I was born with HOI4. Like, I was born to be a HOI4 player with HOI4 talent, exactly. But I don't know, really.
All right, it was very impressive to see the way that you shut down all of his aggression, both in the first map and also in the second one. And I congratulate you to your spot in the final.
Thank you.
Congratulations, man. It's truly impressive to watch you, man. And I just said in the game, you might be so far the closest thing we've ever gotten to a professional HOI4 guy. You just said you're not born to be a HOI4 player, but very impressive, man. I can't wait to see you in the best of 5 finals, man. You have a nice little break now. All the best in the finals, my dude.
Thank you.
I don't know what to say other than that I'm very impressed with the micro game and the understanding of strategy that he's showing. I just hope that whoever he faces in the final has a better day than Dankus did and can show them that they actually deserve to be there.
Me and Fabian take a little break here. Let's look at some commercials. Love you guys. See you in a second. Are you still there, chat? Because we're having a game here where I think Fabian too, do not know who is gonna win the whole tournament. If he wins right now, or if Marcell wins, they go home with 1,000 euros, which is like 10 years of living in Russia.
Yep, definitely. He can join the oligarchy in that country. Straight in, right into the top, the 1% there of Russia.
Okay, well then, Grisha, you once again can choose between the two.
Russian Falcon.
The eagle, and it's the Russian Falcon. We're flipping the coin, and we have the Falcon again! Everybody's predicting the Falcon. It's ridiculous. Grisha, that means in game of 1, you choose your nation. What is it gonna be?
Россия.
Россия! Ruski! Thank you very much, Grisha. I wish you, Marcell, all the best, man. All the best, brothers. You did a great job so far. Jesus, I'm excited for this game because I think it's far more equal than 7D versus Dankus. Both these players are equally paced. They're on equal levels, on equal terms.
One thing that's very interesting, however, is that since Grisha beat Naif 2-0, Naif actually is the one who put Marcell into the loser bracket by winning 2-0 against Marcell. So saying that, Grisha going 2-0 against a guy who beat Marcell 2-0, obviously it's a different matchup, but the numbers look to lean a bit into Grisha's favor.
And we have on Germany, Marcell, representative of the non-sub plebs, and on Russia, the crazy guy, the pride of Russia, we have Grisha fighting for his home country. And there, the timer starts, and the first attack happens in the south by Grisha, who's looking for some damage in the south, in Romania and Bessarabia. Nothing else going on yet, and now it becomes a big push. Grisha is looking for something big here.
Oh, he's already taken one of the mountain tiles, and it's left an open
quick
square just behind it in the Transylvanian mountains. It's a quick push, but then again, you're looking at Marcell's reserve tank units in the south.
They're beautifully placed. They're legit ready to stop the pincer move. That was beautifully done. Oh yeah, that middle push looks scary, but now here's the reaction by Marcell. He takes his Northern tanks and goes to the front line at Brest, Levitsky, and Lublin, and he wants to face these Grisha tanks. Very interesting game start here. I love how the German tanks were ready in the south. We're seeing, as predicted, a more equal game here. 7 infantry died from Marcell so far, but the game looks very equal. This is not a 7D game where after 3 minutes it's all over already. 7D probably watching right now, looking at his future opponent, trying to learn what they're up to. And as I say that, another 4 infantry is going to die for Germany, apparently.
He's doing a reverse Lvov pocket, but what we're looking at here is Marcell is trying to push back into the mountains. This is a race against time for both of these players who can cut off who.
There's the first 2 tanks. And we just talked about Orc. These tanks are un-Orced, only 20% Orc. And that means they're quickly gonna be killed. They don't have a lot of life left. But countering here in the middle. 3 Grisha tanks and 2 Grisha infantry is being taken. And I think the 2 tanks... No, they died. The 2 tanks died for Germany. But the instant counter here in the middle.
We're looking at the first tank losses. Oh, look at this pocket. This is such a good and such an important play for Marcell. Losing those 2 tanks in that small pocket, now he's getting 2 tanks back with a few infantry divisions as well.
This is encirclement after encirclement. This is some high-level stuff. You don't even know who comes out on top. He saves the encirclement again. This is insane. But Grisha seems to be off the losing end number-wise here. It all comes down to the Carpathian battles here.
Yeah, that was a very important play by Marcell, and he actually evened out the numbers. He was a little bit into the negative before that push from Grisha. And honestly though, I think that the push from Grisha itself was also a very impressive take, because he did something we haven't seen before. An aggressive push through the Carpathians compared to yesterday as well. I think that this is the most even matchup we've had. I mean, look at it. We're 15 minutes in and there's definitely no clear winner or any clear advantage from either of these players. We're looking at an open square in Clichy. Oh, he just saved himself from it.
Oh, I see 4 German tanks going ham. Beautiful play though. He instantly cuts the 2 tanks and retreats to... Oh, that was well played. He retreats the 2 tanks, so he's supported the back, but Grisha manages to save the encirclement with 2 tanks of himself. Oh, this is some high-level stuff. And no one dies. Everything gets saved. This is some high-level stuff.
And after 30 minutes, the game ends. For the viewers that have just tuned in for us, you need points to win the game. 30 minutes, it ends. And currently, Marcell, playing the Germans, are in the lead by 4 points, and 1 tank division give 4 points.
So yeah, so these games don't go on forever, chat, because otherwise we will be sitting here till 5 AM. There's a point system after 30 minutes that engages, that asks the players to actually engage in combat, and 4 minutes 30 is all left here. Then the game will be paused, points will be made. We didn't have a single game in the tournament that came down to the points, but this very passive game here, this probing game, this very equal game, might be the first game here in the tournament that will be decided by points.
And honestly, what a game it's been so far. I mean, there isn't a game that I would be telling you have felt as even as this one. Like, there is no clear winner when it comes to the matchup itself on the field. Sure, the points, they say one thing, that Marcell is the winner, but looking at the game itself, would you say that there is a clear winner here?
Not
if we let this go on for half an hour extra, would you be able to predict who would win?
I could not tell you, obviously. Grisha learning from the TommyKay book and finally using the 3 tanks you just talked about to encircle the south here. Taking, I think, 8 points. This might come down to a single point in the end. Jeez.
Yeah, he's clawing that out from nowhere. We're looking at a point deficit here of, well, let's see, 15 points minus weight. Grisha is in the lead by 3 points.
That encirclement in the south could have just decided in the game.
I honestly think that Marcell messed up here. Marcell's been the one, just when you said that about the encirclement in the south, I was talking about how Marcell is the one being on the aggressive foot in the end of the game, even though he's in the lead.
And if you're honest, it's 2 Russian tanks doing all this. That's
yep,
it.
And the thing is, he's also in the lead with 3 tank divisions. Marcell could have played it passively, he could have played it patiently, he didn't, and it's punishing him.
What a comeback here by Grisha. 2 tanks is all it took. 18 seconds!
Definitely looks so. He's in the lead with 12 points at this point, and if he gets 12 points within, well, what, 10 seconds, I'm gonna be extremely impressed. I don't think that's gonna happen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is the first time. I need the host to pause the game, please. To make sure, 65-30, 89-27. And the game has been paused. The first point game here at Let's Make. And I think Grisha won with decent circumstance. Grisha winning with 197 points here in game number 1. 12 points win. It didn't look that way for a long time now, did it? I mean, the last 2 minutes is when everything went down. And honestly, though, I don't know if I'm looking at that as a Grisha win or actually a Marcell throw. Because honestly, Marcell had the tank division advantage. He shouldn't allow that to happen. But for some reason, he kept pushing in the center of Poland and trying to push into northern Ukraine. But he let go of the peripheral of his flank on the far side. And he honestly lost himself that game. Well, that being said, and we're sitting here talking about Marcell losing the game in the last 2 minutes. That game was the most even game we've seen so far, and I can't wait to see what's gonna go down in match number 2.
Exactly, Marcell now gonna choose his nation. We're gonna go into commercial break. Gentlemen, we see you in a second for game number 2.
Amazon's Alexa lost her voice this morning, causing a
Alexa lost her voice? How is that even possible?
We have the replacements ready, just say the word.
And you're sure this is gonna work?
Yeah.
Alexa, tell me a joke.
Bokken 1. I will beat you in FIFA, and you cannot stop me.
Alexa, play some country music. No, Alexa, country music.
The ginger boy is about to take this opportunity. It's time to talk about this fucked up community where some people think they are the boss of the game, but the way they handle...
Alexa, what's the date?
World of fucking... How about World of Women? Have you tried that, man? Get your phone, download Tinder.
Okay, thank you.
Grab the new Amazon Tommy today.
Man, I hate cardio. Activity playlist, running, hashtag gym flow.
TommyKay diss track.
All right.
It's your boy, High Quality Entertainment 69. And there's been something on my mind lately, boys. And I want to talk about it through my headset microphone. The ginger boy is about to take this opportunity. It's time to talk about this fucked up community where some people think they are the boss of the game, but the way they handle reality is fucking insane. They sit on their TeamSpeak servers, acting like kings, sharing political views and sucking their dicks. It's time to spread some reality. My room is the booth, and they remind me of Tonkish cause they can't handle the truth. Yeah, listening to your voice, I know the size of your belly. You watch the Big Bang Theory just to jerk off.
Welcome home!
Mom, Dad, this is Cindy.
Cindy, yes! So nice to meet both of you.
Nice to meet you finally. Travis has told us so much about you.
All good things, I hope.
Yes, of course.
Good.
Please,
Thank
welcome.
you.
Oh, Mom, no. Dad, this is Shannon.
Oh, hi.
Shannon? And this is Aaron.
Hey, cutie.
That is Jessica. Hi. Jenny,
Hi.
Sarah,
Hi.
Megan,
Hi.
Nicole,
Hello.
Elizabeth.
TommyKay subs. A little bit too effective.
And we are back with our boy Fabian. Apparently game number 2 is about to start in a few seconds already. And there the game starts. Marcell on Germany again. Very interesting how he chose to stay on Germany after losing a game of it. I mean, he shouldn't have confirmation bias here. He unluckily, not unluckily, it was his fault, but he lost with a minor mistake in Romania, and he plays Germany again in his final, maybe final chance to remain in this series.
We're looking at an all-out attack here in the north from from Grisha here. And like, I looked at the line of his tanks, and you could just see that they started from the south, and they just went further and further north. And one after one, the tank division started rolling forward. And it seems like we're looking at Blitzkrieg from the Soviet sides here in the north. There need to be a quick response here from Marcell with his tanks. They need to move north immediately for him to stand any chance to even regain control of the situation here.
Marcell now trying to make things even with the Leviathan encirclement. It's gonna happen. Grisha, beautiful micro retreat, some infantry formation opening. If Marcell would micro right here, he could actually encircle a bunch of infantry. Russian tanks are here. Beautiful reaction by Grisha, who is now coming to end this encirclement. It seems to be working while he's pushing off, killing 2 tanks in the north. You cannot blink in this mod sometimes.
This is looking really grim for Marcell really fast. Are we looking at the...
another one. Another one.
Are we looking at the replay here? This is almost like 7D versus Dankus.
Exactly. Grisha does not want the game free. He's young. His mom was at the stream yesterday. He has to go to bed early. He wants a quick final, and he is overwhelming.
Yeah, he lost another 5 tanks. We're looking at already at 13 tank divisions lost and 18 infantry divisions lost for Marcell. But we're looking at a 0 loss in both tanks and infantry.
This is a disaster. 9 tanks come up here. They are being held by 1 infantry. The game has been paused. What's going on? GG by Marcell. What? What does the timer say? You gotta be kidding me. 5 minutes?
I don't know what to say, buddy. Like, we're going from a 30-minute full-on, the most even game we've seen the entire tournament, into a complete stomp. Like, what was happening? Is that Grisha's aggression just...
Wow.
Marcell had no answer. Grisha just kept rolling over him, He caught 2 tanks, 3 tanks, 5 tanks. All of it just went down at once, and there was nothing he did to counter any of the pushes that Grisha showed that he could be capable of doing. But then again, we cannot just put this on Marcell misplaying it. It was a showing from Grisha, and Grisha showed that he wanted to be in the final, and he definitely earned that.
It actually happened. Grisha's in the final, securing himself $1,000. How many rubles is that, chat? That is some good money that he can show his mom, so she stops fucking with him as he's streaming. Oh my god, what a performance by Grisha in game number 2. Marcell, first of all, before you say anything, you did a great job. You secured $500. You've gotten very far. A bit was missing in the end. How do you feel at the moment, Marcell?
Well, I really enjoyed the first game. I think it was a test of skill of who can micro better. And all I'm gonna say is, with micro like that, Grisha's not gonna win the finals.
Ooh, the harsh words here. Marcell.
No disrespect, man, but I've played against 7D and I'm not the best microer. I made it this far, but I don't think 7D can be taken down that kind of skill.
We understand. Thank you for being part of this tournament, man, and let me ask you, what are your final words to the fans and people that believed in you?
Sadly I couldn't make it, but that's alright. My goal was always to make top 8, but we got farther than that. I would like to thank Fabian and the next co-caster for doing this event with you and the organizers. I think it's been a really fun tournament. Like Dankus said it himself, he's had so much fun. I've had so much fun. Everybody has had fun. Like practicing can be a bit like burning yourself out, but I had fun.
Well, hey Marcell, no one can take this away from you. Good job, brother. We see you in the future, and we are now switching to an interview that I showed. Grisha, Junge, how do you feel, man? Was ist los, Junge? How do you feel, Grisha? Don't you fucking give me... I feel okay. How do you feel, motherfucker? $1,000 in your pockets, man.
Fucking Operation Migration!
Kalinka. Grisha, man.
Operation Migration!
I don't know what he's saying, but I think he's very happy. I said he is my silent favorite. Grisha, you fucking made it to the fucking final. Jesus Christ, boy. I'm very proud. What do you feel about 7D? What is the formula to beat him in this best of 5 final?
The formula is to respect your enemies, which 7D lacks.
Oh, that is a very good answer.
I got nothing to say to him. Since he is so arrogant, he probably won't even listen to me. I just wanna say thank you to all the people who organized it. And a quick joke. Since I proposed to Dankus to do a 1v1, I'm the father of HOI4 International, Dankus is the mother, and you're the son, because you created this. This is a metaphor.
I understand, truly. I understand. Thank you very much, Grisha. We're gonna see you later tonight in the final, man. All the best, brother. You showed a lot of expertise today. You showed that you know what you're talking about. What does Grisha have to do? What does he have to show to beat the Goliath 70 in the finals?
It's hard to say. I think that he needs to run with the shock that he did in the second match here against Marcell. If he runs with shock and then keeps on pushing and keep up the momentum of aggression, I think that 70 might struggle with it. But then again, while I say that he needs to run with the shock and the speed, looking at 70 against Dankus tried to push very hard and very fast, and it just led to counter encirclements from 70. It is hard to say because it just seems to be, but both players have their positives and their negatives, and it's hard to call who's going to go out on top.
It is truly, truly hard to call. Coming up soon. Unfortunately, my great friend here, a beautiful co-caster, Fabianovic from Sweden, is gonna leave us here today. Fabian, I mean this, man. I'm not saying this for any whatever. It means so much that you had time today. Thank you so much, man.
I'm just happy that I got to be part of it, and I enjoyed my time being here casting. It's good fun, that's for sure. And I just wish both the contestants in the final good luck.
A man of few words, but of a lot of beautiful chromosomes. What? Thank you, man. I don't know where that came from. Let's all breathe, take a little walk before we go into the biggest thing ever seen in Paradox Gaming. I love you guys. I truly do. And we see each other in 30 minutes. All the best, boys.